Well, good morning. It's like real late morning. Got a late start today, but it is Saturday morning. We had errands to run and stuff like that. You know, grown up things to do. But we're gonna get started back on Bucky the Bronco here. Quick update. We got the interior pretty much completely gutted in this thing. The only thing we've left in there is the dash. And I don't know that we're going to take that out. I don't see any reason to. If it saved us like many, many pounds, it would be worth doing that. But I think I'm going to leave the doors on too. I'm not 100% sure there, but because I think I said before, I hate taking them off. I know I keep doing this, but that's just too nice. It's just too nice, and I don't think I'll ever get it back there. So, but anyways, kind of what the goal is today is I want to get this front end tore off of it. So, another sip of coffee, and we'll get to work. Well, it's come to my favorite time, which is we got to drain coolant, and it's literally I hate coolant. It gets everywhere. You can't clean it up. We got 2 bags of floor dry. That won't be enough. And then it'll still spill everywhere, even after we get it all emptied out. And we think it's all gone. So, yeah, bring in here closer so you can see what we got going on. All right, well, we're just about at a pretty big stage here with Bucky. And before we get into it, I wanted to kind of show the rot, which is the worst in the whole vehicle that we have found so far in this radiator support. Now, here on the passenger side, that's the worst. So that's supposed to, be attached, and it is not. And if you recall, in the first video I made on this whole side of the Bronco was sunk down, and that's why, because that had collapsed. And basically it was just the fender with those bolts and the bolt underneath holding the whole thing up. This side's not quite as bad, but it's going. But we're not going to try to save. I have no intention of trying to save this. Well, I mean, it can't. Maybe you could get in there and repair it, but so I think we're going to go in here and we're just going to cut this. That way, we're not fighting trying to get that bolt out. Boy, this blade. That blade is shot. We'll use one of these Hercules ones. These Harbor Freight ones, I'm not real impressed with. Boy, is that blade already gone? I don't know. We'll try another one. That's all I got left of these. Hercules, Hercules. What the hell am I trying to catch in here? That's the God bless it. That got it. Find all those crappy used blades. See, what you want to do is when your Sawzall blades are here, let me see these. When they're all worn out, you want to make sure you hang on to them because you never know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we do that. It's just, is this ready to come out? So there's a little chunk of rust holding it on here. Well, I guess I was in his way. And probably don't need to take them all the way out, but I will. I'll put it in the bag that says hood bolts. They're bolts from the hood. You want to watch out for them. That's a bad joke. That's a dumb joke. There are dads all across the world that are cracking up right now at that joke. Moment of truth. Hang on, let's get the whole thing. Let's get the it's big. This thing is always hitting me in the face. Big moment. Need to. Now what? Ooh, look at me. Yay! It's just that easy. So we're gonna take this outside and put it in the scrap pile. Well, great news. We got more snow last night. Well, first things first here. It's a good cup of Joe. It's about my second or third pot this morning. It's barely morning anymore. I spent the morning editing a lot of video for upcoming YouTube videos here and TikTok and stuff like that. So, but it's about 11 o'clock. Thought we'd get started. But yeah, we got snow again last night. It's been a minute since I can remember us getting this much snow before Christmas. Uh, at the date that I'm recording this, I think it's I don't know. It's like December 7th. No, December 8th, I think. Um, yeah, I think it's December 8th today, Sunday, December 8th. And it has been a while. I mean, between the other weekend and this weekend, I think we've gotten well over a foot of snow. And that's quite a bit for before the first of the year. Excuse me, in this area. But it is what it is. We've had some pretty mild winters here the past few years, so we're probably due. And that's fine. It is what it is. But I do have I do have a shameless request to ask everybody out there. So at the time I'm recording this, I have 96 subscribers on YouTube. And boy, I'd really like to make 100. And then I'd like to make 500, then I'd like to make 1,000 and stuff like that. But man, getting me over, I'd really like to make it over that 100 subscriber hump here. So if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. I know if you're anything like me, subscribing to a channel is I don't know, it subconsciously is very valuable to you. And I do respect that. I really do respect that because it's like any other social media thing and stuff like that. I want to feel special when I'm given like a thumbs up or a like or a subscribe or something like that. And I want to make sure that I'm not, like, if it's on YouTube, I'm not subscribing to somebody's channel just to subscribe. I want it to be valuable, and I respect that. I really, really do. So, but anyways, if you like this, I'm just a startup guy. I'm obviously I'm trying to be successful with it, but I have no idea where this will go. But I really, really appreciate uh, any anybody that's willing to subscribe, anybody that's willing to give me a thumbs up, a comment, a like, share this video with other people. Maybe somebody that's working on a Bronco or has one or would like to see this kind of stuff. So, um, yeah, I really appreciate that. But anyways, let's get into today. As you can see, we still got, wiring harnesses, hoses, all kinds of stuff. And we need to get all that stripped off. And it's going to be just as easy to do it right here as it would be, pulling the whole engine as it is and doing it on the stand. It's got to get done one way or the other. And I might have gone into it yesterday. I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But I want to take the cab off or the body off before I pull the engine because it's just easier with these Fords. Because what it appears to me the Ford engineers did was they tried to put this engine as far back in the chassis as possible to move that center of gravity back as much as they could. And so that cab, if you look at it kind of from the profile here, you can see how much that cab protrudes over the actual engine. So, like, we'll say from here back, there's probably at least 6 inches of engine back in there, and they do that for it's for physics. The further back you can get the center of gravity in the vehicle, the more weight you're going to have over the rear wheels, the better traction you're going to have, and the better performance overall. Um, so it's just good. It's just good math, I guess. Is that what it is? Math, science? I don't know. I did have another thought last night when I was stroking my beard hair, thinking deeply, contemplating. philosophizing. Um, I never have like checked the VIN on this. What if this Bronco was not originally a 5.8 Bronco? What if this was like a straight six Bronco or a 302 Bronco, and somebody bought this, wanted to put a bigger motor in it, so they put a 5.8 in it, and that's why it's been taken out and kind of goofed with and stuff like that. So that is one thing on my list. I want to double check that VIN. I'm going to keep on grinding away at this, and yeah. So let's get going. Well, I found the problem. We found it. We got peanuts. We got peanuts in the engine. Boy, that sure is nuts. Well, we just got back from picking this up. Believe it or not, I found on Facebook Marketplace a radiator support for Bucky here. It's brand new. The guy had the box, but he wanted the box to ship something else, so I let him keep the box because I don't want it. But yeah, it's brand new, and he only wanted $75 for it. The cheapest I could find him online was like $250, and that wasn't including shipping. There'd probably be another $40-50 on top of that for shipping. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, we had to make a little bit of a run to get it, but for that kind of money, I'll put a tank of gas towards it. Plus, it gave us an opportunity. I took old Blue to go get it. Gave me an opportunity to give it a good 90-mile round trip run. Uh, she ran awesome. She really did. Not fuel efficient, but we knew that. We knew that going in. But yeah, that's okay. But yeah, super pumped about that. So, anyways, I'm gonna get that put away. We don't need that for a little bit here, and I'm gonna keep on ripping and tearing on the engine and try to get all the loose bits off of that I possibly can. So I'll bring you back here in just a second. Well, we'll get back to ripping and tearing on the engine here, and I'm just going to montage through that. So because it's just loosening nuts and bolts and stuff like that. So you're going to have to pardon my ignorance here because I have never taken one of these waterfall intakes off. But whoever is the fart tard that put that Allen bolt in there, and then that, I'm sure they did it for a reason. There's either a special tool you need to get in there to do it, or they didn't want you getting like an actual, Allen socket in there so you could over tighten it or something. I don't know, but whoever the fart tard is that did that, bad words. There's no reason for it, and it's metric too. So everything I have, I might as well just throw away. It just it drives me up the wall. I'm done. Well, I was able to get it out. Um, thank God it wasn't in there very tight, and it's not an Allen, it's a Torx. So that's an even bigger bad word that I could say. Um, somehow I was able to fit a 3/16 long Allen socket in there, and it grabbed it just enough to pull it out. That's just I don't know. Like I said, I've never taken one of these apart before, but that's a D move right there. That's a D move. And like I said, I don't know, there's probably a reason for it. The only thing I can think of is they didn't want somebody getting in there and over torquing that. That's the only thing that there's one of two reasons. There's that I could think of, or they just didn't want people being able to get in there to service that. I don't know. I don't have any of those long. I don't have any sockets like that are long that are Torx. I don't know. That looks like probably a T30. But anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining about this and just move on. Okay, well, I've kind of reached a point here to where I want to look inside this engine just to kind of see what I can see. It's going to tell us a little bit more, piece a little bit more. Uh, right off the bat, my whole theory about the VIN number and this was originally a straight six or a 302 Bronco. Nope, this is an original 5.8 liter Bronco. So, yeah, we still have no idea why somebody would have taken this engine out and at a bare minimum paint it. But, anyways, with that being said, I'm going to pull this passenger side valve cover off because I'm kind of interested in seeing what's under here. And that'll tell us if we're how far. Whoops, I guess I lost that nut. Like I was saying, that's going to tell us kind of where we're going to have to go with this engine. I'm hoping I open it up and it's fairly decent and clean. I'm not expecting anything miraculous. But I just hope I don't open it up and it looks like it's got 10,000 miles on one oil change. But you never know. Drop that on the floor, I guess. Come off of there. All right, here's the moment of truth. Do I have a screwdriver? I mean, a pry bar. Oh, there she goes. Um, Actually, that doesn't look too bad initially. Huh, that actually looks really good. I mean, even the inside of the valve cover. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So I guess that's good. I'm going to put this back on because I don't want to get any more crap in there than I have to. Even though we are going to reseal all this. And you know, another thing that just occurred to me, there's not a bunch of RTV splattered all over this thing like I would do. So that's a little bit more evidence, in my opinion, that maybe it hasn't been molested. Somebody just took it out. I don't know, it just seems so strange to me. I'm going to try to take this water pump off and timing cover. Well, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to do that right yet. But yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Um, that looked very good inside there. I mean, very good. Um, yeah, so that's good. Okay, we're just wrapping up here with Bucky tonight. Uh, we've had a heck of a weekend with it compared to where we started on this Friday evening. The whole front clips off. We darn near got the engine out of it. Um, I mean, we've made some serious headway on this. So, still kind of trying to figure out what's going on with the engine as far as why it's painted, why it was painted that way. Is it a reman engine? Did somebody pull it just to paint it? Did somebody pull it to put headers and a cam in it? I don't know. We're going to have to see. But hopefully time will tell on that. And we'll keep going from there. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So appreciate everybody watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Any of those areas that you'd like to help me out on, I'd really appreciate it. I'm coming up on 100 subs, so that's pretty cool for me. And yeah, I really appreciate it. So we'll catch you on the next one.